If you haven't seen it or felt it by now, you don't really understand our locker room. This is a resilient group. It's easier said than done to come off of a loss like last night in less than 24 hours. Have to get back out there again with more guys out. But there's great competitive character with this group. We knew what how important this game meant. And so, I thought we brought the appropriate disposition and urgency, to the game. We knew we would need some kind of energy spark from somebody, and we talked about, that's a challenge. Who's going to bring it? And tonight, we definitely felt Pella. He brought that energy, brought that extra oomph that carried over to everybody else, and in some swing moments of the game, he just seemed to have his imprint, with the deflections, the steals, the timely cuts, all of that. And he's had some bottled up energy, and he's a competitor. He wants to be out there. He feels like he can help, and he gave us some really productive minutes tonight. That was inspiring.
Coach, you and Bam, obviously, you guys have made finals run together, won the gold medal together, and now seeing him set the double-double record tonight, like, how does it feel to see him?
Yeah, it was really cool to see Ronnie Cycli here, and I know that they spent a little bit of time a few days ago. Well, I guess it was the Indiana game. I didn't know Bam had 9 rebounds. He got broken at the double-double then. But it was cool, and it was a sign of respect. That's also the neat thing about Bam is, he's showing the respect to one of the former greats of the franchise. And, Ronnie was a glass-eating center, he did it in a short period of time. He had some huge rebounding games, but for Bam to be able to do that, he just keeps on checking off, some of these records. And then also honoring the guys, that he's passing. It's a sign of a guy with great class. But he's not going to stop. He's going to keep on doing it. It was a special moment. Everybody acknowledged Bam, in the locker room.
Obviously, all 9 played well tonight. You could have started any of the 9. Is there something you like about having both Highsmith and Kyle off the bench with the energy they bring, and Duncan, obviously, the spark he gives you off the bench?
Yeah, as much as we can, and I don't even know if it's realistic, but I'm just trying to keep some parts of the rotation and continuity where guys feel familiar, and if we can get guys playing well in their role, even where we have some other things that we're managing, I think that's important. And whenever Duncan, plays well, it has a massive impact on our team. I want him feeling comfortable. The team wants him feeling comfortable. We want to gain confidence with that. And then the same thing with H. He's played really well in the last couple of games. That spark, that energy off the bench, is important. And Kyle, as a plug and play guy, I'm just really impressed, with his IQ and his feel for the game, how he can figure out different things. He's never really played, zone before. We have him in a bunch of different places, and he's highly intelligent. He's able to figure it out. I like him in a lot of different places in the zone, and then obviously, if you put the ball in his hands, he can do a lot of the stuff that Bam does at the top of the floor. He can run offense through him, and he just has a way of creating some easier opportunities for your team.
Tough roster to get wing minutes on sometimes, so Pella's minutes have been up and down, but looking at the big grand scheme of things for a second round pick, the multi-year developmental plan, is he kind of on time?
Really encouraged about that, because he understands, what his role is. He came in as a role player, an elite role player in college on a very good basketball team, and some people view that as a negative. We viewed it as a real positive, and somebody also has upside still because of his work ethic. He's tenacious, behind the scenes. That's why he's able to stay ready. Is he puts in so much time. It's 2 or 3 workouts a day. You have to kick him out of the gym, but he wants to continue to improve. He wants to find ways where he can his energy, his defense, his toughness. He puts his face in there on everything. That's a great start, and then we'll figure it out. He knows how to play off the ball. He's done it his whole career. All right.
Just one more. 5 players with at least 5 assists in this game. Did anything stand out to you about the ball movement besides that, or maybe in the last couple games?
That's been happening.
Yeah.
But, look, we have a lot of different chapters of this season, but if you just take this segment, with the change, there's a lot more good things. And I love the expectations of this franchise and this city right now. But we also understand that there is a process to this, and there's some damn good things happening. We've had some heartbreaking losses, but within some of those losses, you see some great basketball being played, some really good habits that are being built in a short period of time. It's an unselfish group. It's a group that really wants to see other guys have success. That's a hard thing to capture, but it's a powerful thing, and you can build on that very quickly. But we have multiple guys that can pass. We have guys that can move without the ball. Hopefully we can continue to build on that. I see upside with our offense for sure.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, thank you.